the coronavirus sucks. So we thought Guinness fever. So much better.
Mm-hmm. So good. So much better.
So anyway, on a serious note, we'd like to send out best wishes and good thoughts to everybody out there that's having to go through this virus pandemic. Let's unite like we do so well in this country. We can be united and we can all work together.
Absolutely.
To overcome this.
Yep. It's been proven many times in the past.
Yep.
So hopefully everyone has safe travels and stays healthy.
Correct. Now, so we want to talk a little bit about how this virus has affected us. If you watched last week's video, I'll put a link in right up here. You saw that, we were announcing the sale of our house and RV life begins. This virus has really kind of put a big kink in our plan in that, the border to Canada is closed. Mm-hmm. We've sold our house and we have a closing pending in 2 or 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. We sold Alice's car. So we're down to just the truck.
My truck.
My truck. So we're just down to one vehicle and we're going to be out of the house soon. Now we do obviously have a trailer that we can live in, but we're trying to figure out, are we going to have a place to live? Our campground's going to be open? Our park's going to be open? Is there going to be a place that
even
we can go?
Dump stations, if
right?
If even just a dump station, a gas station is going to be open, because it is still April or May. No, we're in March. So it is still March here, and it's still getting below freezing. And so a lot of these dump stations aren't open because they are worried about their pipes freezing and their water running. So there's a lot of them that we don't even know where to go. Right.
So for us, there's a lot of unknowns. So we're constantly adjusting our plan and our schedule. Our schedule, of course, can only be adjusted so much, right? Our closing date is April 15th. Tax day.
Yes.
So once that's done, we have to have some sort of a plan of where we're going to go and how we're going to get there. But we're staying very positive about it, and we think that as long as we just continue to keep an eye on what's going on, that we'll find a solution. Yes. We always have. So during our quarantine in Alaska, this past week, Alice and I spent a lot of time. We went out on a couple of trips. We took a trip up to Flattop, which is an awesome place. We went down to Earthquake Park and the Salmon Ladder.
Yes.
Alice was able to get some really good pictures that I'll drop into the video. Yep.
If you're on Instagram, if you're following us on Instagram, you've already seen a couple of them.
Right. And then we came home that night and made some chicken nachos.
Yum.
It's good stuff.
It's one of our favorites. It's super easy, and we can take it to the trailer.
Absolutely. So again, hope you enjoy the video of our day in quarantine, first week. We're chasing our adventures.
Make time to chase your adventures.
How many times have you had your picture taken? So today we're going to take a little trip out to Flattop, see what that looks like. It's a nice clear day, and according to the truck, it's 29 degrees outside. Flattop's been one of our favorite places to go ever since we came to Alaska, at least Anchorage anyway. We heard about Flattop before we even came to Alaska. When we started talking to people in Oregon about our plan to move to Alaska, people were like, oh, you got to go here, you got to go there. So everybody talked about one consistent place that you had to go to while you're in Anchorage is Flattop.
Very popular for the tourist, for sure. I think it's a very populated hike, and I've gone up it 3 times, and I've come down it 3 times with some sort of an injury to an ankle. so I don't do Flattop anymore.
There's a lot of loose gravel. It's kind of a steep climb in some sections. And
It's only a couple of miles.
I think,
but
it's only about a 1.5 to 2 mile hike. It is fairly steep, and I think that most of the time that Alice had her ankle injury was on the way down, coming down the hill.
On the way down.
Because you're trying to slow your descent down, and on that loose, crushed stone that is all along the hike.
I remember that one time when I fell down and I landed right on a rock on my tailbone.
Right on a rock on her tailbone.
And then I had to try to figure out how to get down 2 miles of straight downhill with a bruised tailbone. Look, somebody decided to park on the highway upside down.
Yeah.
Great parking job.
Not supposed to park that way. So Alice is outside walking down this kind of narrow snow-covered dirt road, taking some pictures of downtown Anchorage from the top of the hill. I had to honk the horn at her a minute ago because as she's walking down the road, I can see on the knoll over a couple 100 yards away, I can see a moose standing out in a clearing. So she's trying. I can see a couple moose out there, it looks like. Actually, now that I've gotten a different angle on things, looks like there's at least 2 moose out there. Let's find out if she knew the moose were there before I honked my horn and let her know.
There's enough room for you to turn around right here.
Had you seen those moose before I honked my horn and pointed?
Oh, I didn't even see any moose.
They're right there. There's 2 moose over there.
Oh, way down there.
You don't see them? They're not.
I do now.
Down there. They're down there, but they're not like way down there. It's a couple 100 yards. We enjoyed the view and then headed out. Where are we headed to next?
I'd like to go back over to the Salmon Ladder to see if I can get some nice shots of the Salmon Ladder because we've only videoed.
Headed down to the Salmon Ladder at the fish hatchery here. Again, it's a cool little spot. Alice wanted to actually take an opportunity to get some pictures this time. Last time we just primarily did video stuff. So she's going to set her tripod up and focus on pictures this time. Right, dear?
Right, dear.
There's the Salmon Ladder. So we're driving along Postmark Road out by the Anchorage International Airport. We're going to head over towards what is known as Earthquake Park. It's another place in Anchorage where you can get footage of some downtown Anchorage areas. It's a pretty neat little place.
This is going to be awesome.
And don't forget that there's a link on our website for Pick Fair. If you like some of the photos that you see either on our YouTube videos or at our website, click the link for Pick Fair, and that will take you to a location where you can actually purchase photos.
If you don't see one there that you want and that you have seen someplace else, just let me know and I'll make sure I upload it and get it on there for you.
Make it available. We're out at Earthquake Park now, taking in some of the sights. Beautiful day out here today. Probably didn't wear the right shoes. I'm wearing my little hiking sneaker type shoes, but man, is it beautiful. Perfect weather for being out and about a little bit. The reflection in the inlet is awesome right now. Sky is enjoying a little bit of time outside on the trails. Let me turn the camera around and see if we can see anything that's going on out there. It's kind of far off for this camera, but Alice is going to set her tripod up and try and get some really nice shots. If she does, I'll drop them in. So that's Anchorage there in the background behind me. Alice is over at the truck right now putting her camera on the tripod. getting it set up with her big telephoto lens to try and take some pictures of downtown Anchorage. I'm ready to take some really nice pictures, huh, dear?
Maybe.
What do you think?
We'll see.
Oh, come on, you got to be a little bit more positive than that. It's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful view, a little bit of ice in the inlet, plenty of blue skies.
Beautiful out there.
Chicken nachos, that's what's for dinner. All right, we got a Ninja Foodie. I've got a couple of chicken breasts in here. All I've done at this point, real simple, took a little taco seasoning mix, threw in a couple of chicken breasts, a little bit of water. I am going to throw the pressure cooker lid on this and set it to cook for about 45 minutes. So now I'm going to take some cheese again, throw right on top of this, like so. So now I got a little bit more cheese layered on top of the chicken. I'll put it back in the oven for just a few more minutes. All right, let's see how they look. Oh, look at that. As promised, they look awesome. So you just get a little guac all over everything like that. And then back to our nice little sour cream pack here. I'll roll this bad boy up just a little bit, make it a little easier to squeeze. And just get a little sour cream on there just like that. If you try this recipe out or not, or if you have a recipe of your own for chicken nachos, leave us a comment down below and let us know what you think about it. It's one of our favorites. It's kind of a go-to for us because it's quick, easy. Leave us a comment below and let us know what you think.